Hi guys, before I start into this video, if you guys want me to do a channel specifically for this topic, let me know, because it's such a huge field and there's so many things that I can talk about, and my history and the implements and the effects on my brain, and it's such a new topic, and I think there's many people out there, and I want to make this video for those guys and those girls and people, so many people out there, so many people I know that may have ARFID, don't know of it and feel pressured by it, and it's so obvious. So I'm sitting here outside because I think outside you have a better ideas, you have a better field of understanding for the future. There's an electric cable here. I hope I'm not gonna get electrocuted, to be a little bit careful. So my experience with ARFID, I think has influenced how tall I am today. I'm not the tallest, 170 centimeter, 171. That's my life now. Okay. And ARFID is basically, let's describe what is ARFID. Okay, ARFID is basically someone, like, you have it if you are sensitive to food and you cannot eat vegetables and fruits and some things like cheese, or like things that are just weird to your tongue. So you can't eat a lot of things. You're gonna be very basically disabled in a range of food, and that disables also very big parts of your life, and you get written off as someone that is too sensitive, written off as someone that is basically like, get over yourself, what are you doing? And I have actually accomplished to go off, and I'm gonna tell you, I was not something light, right? And I'll always live with ARFID, because ARFID is not something that you it's a part of your personality, part of your sensorial type, part of your personality, part of how your body works. You're a sensitive person. ARFID is a symptom of how you are, and you will always have it, but you can basically you can almost 99% make it go away, because what you're doing is desensitizing yourself, but that happens throughout all your body. And it just doesn't happen only in ARFID. And that's the sad part. You have to give up some things, okay? It's like with everything. You are the person that you are. And if you want to work on stuff or deal with stuff and become better at certain things, you have to give up a lot. Like, you have to give up, for example, the sensatorial type, the amount of sensitivity that you have, to be less sensitive and to be able to, like, people have different traits, different stats at different things. If you want to achieve a certain thing, which is probably like the reason other people don't have it, is because they're not like you, okay? And you have to be a little bit more like them in that field, in the sensitivity type, to achieve that. And I think I have a pretty good understanding of those things, because I can go deep and I think deep and I analyze those things. So when I was small, I don't know what my parents gave me. I don't know how it developed, but I guess it's genetics. I truly don't think that's the parents' fault and everything, because there would be so many more with these eating disorders like this thing, because there are so many parents that just do a way worse job than my parents have done. Okay, I don't know. And not against those parents, but I just want to say that real quick. So I think it doesn't really have any source of your parents doing something wrong. It truly is the genetical type and your sensorial type. I say sensorial type, I mean the sensitivity in which, the way in which you analyze, the way in which you feel, in which you eat, obviously everything, like tongue, and the tongue is very important. Let's come back to the tongue. The tongue is very important in a subject, because obviously you eat and you're gonna, for example, I have so many experience with ARFID, being in kindergarten and doing these challenges where you have to basically guess what people put in your mouth. I probably had the worst. Like, I don't know why my childhood was so anti-ARFID, but we had like challenges like put something in your mouth and you have to taste what it is, like carrots and paprika, like, and all pepper and stuff like that. And it was just the worst. It was like I could not participate in all of those things and all of those social circles. Like, birthdays were horror for me, sleepovers. It was nice. It was so happy, but I could never really participate, never really be happy for the thing itself. I was so scared of being an outlier and being, the parents of that family saying, oh, why are you acting like this? What's wrong with you, and stuff like that. And it has developed a sense of, I've had a great childhood after that, and then way worse childhood because of things where I moved. But so it doesn't really influence how I developed, friendships and stuff. But it can be a little bit traumatic in the first place when you're a child. Yeah, I want to talk more about ARFID because I think there's a huge amount of people that would benefit from this guy like me, a cool guy like me talking about it, right? And I can eat everything now. I can eat broccoli. I can eat anything I want. First, it was, and I'll tell you also how I got there. First, it was just like with I need a lot of protein, a lot of sauce, and then I can eat maybe a little bit of protein, broccoli and stuff like that. I think it has many reasons, and the last reason obviously is that when you have not eaten those vegetables for a long time and you basically avoided them all your life, you have to now make your the digestive system is completely fucked too. So you have to get used to so many things. You have to get used to the taste, to the way, the digestion, so many things that you have to get used to. But there's certain layers in which I have come to the point where I can now eat basically almost everything. And it started with basically desensitizing myself, going away from any type of anxiety. And Brian Johnson and his Don't Die thing actually helped me a lot because I was building a new relationship to food. And it doesn't matter if you want to do it at like a clinic or something. I don't think they really know what they're talking about. I think it's better if you do it yourself and you find, because at the end of the day, nobody can help you find that. Nobody can help you find discipline. Can help you find a new way of looking at things. So with ARFID and the restrictive eating disorder, you have to find a new way of looking at that food. You have to see it as very beneficial and like medicine that you have to take. If you're sick, whatever, like you have to be at a point where it's like, I don't feel good. I really have to eat vegetables now, or, it's at the end of me. That was how I saw it. And then I saw like Brian Johnson, Don't Die stuff and everything. Well, they just put the lights off. And then it kind of just automatically, not clicked, but I slowly started to see the things as nice. I started to see them as beneficial because I was scared of them. I got locked into a room in kindergarten because I didn't eat my broccoli. And I really want to do this. I really want to make this a deep video, like a long video. So it's in the morning, by the way. I'm a hard knocker. What is it? 5:20, 5:28 a.m. I told myself I was gonna be up before the sunrise, so I'll be a little bit faster now. But okay, I try to keep it short, like basically spending 1 minute. So that's guy. I'm stopping because I really want to, make this right and tell the story in the right way for everybody to understand. Get a new relationship with food, and the way you're doing that is you need something inspiring. You need to save your body. You need to be able to see that as medicine and to see that necessary. And then you can see carrot as something friendly. And you have to see those vegetables and things that you don't like as something beneficial. If it's something that's truly like cheese that you don't really need, okay, whatever. All right. That's, you don't have to work on all the foods, but basically you have to build relationships with those foods, and you have to see them and be less sensitivity. Like, it really is sensitivity. Like taking it in your mouth and you're like analyzing all of these things, and it's dangerous. Eggs, I can never eat eggs. I don't know why. I think it's something my body doesn't really like, but a lot of vegetables I can eat because I don't see them as an enemy, a target, something that I'm scared of anymore. I can see them as, something good for my body. And it's not just, our brains think chocolate is good for our body, candy is good for our body because it gives us that stimulation, but it really don't, it really is not that way. I think if you guys understand that, and I'll make more videos on this, I think I can help you guys get to that point too. And I think, yeah, healthier living and stuff like that. I think there's so many people that have this, and maybe I'll build something, a business or whatever, for those kind of people, because I think I have a very, very niche, a very, very unique way of doing this myself and becoming that. I feel actually appeared in the Don't Die Netflix documentary with Brian Johnson. That's how implemented I was into healthy living, even though I had ARFID when I was growing up. So yeah, have a good one.